This is Penny Keener, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator and the original Keener inker. Today we're going to be making a Thoughtful Blooms card using the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set and the small bloom punch. You can find both of these in the Sale-A-Bration catalog, which you can earn all of these items through March 31 with orders of $50 increments. For instance, the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set you can earn for free with a $50 order, and the small bloom punch you can earn free with a $100 purchase. And of course, if you earn both free, then that qualifies you for host benefits. So today the colors we're going to be using are Blueberry Bushel, Melon Mambo, and Pear Pizzazz. And the cardstocks is going to be Whisper White, Melon Mambo, Crumb Cake, and Old Olive. So to get started, we're going to use our paper piercing mat, and when I'm using a photopolymer stamp, I actually have cut several of those in half so that I have a smaller piece, which is the same size as the front of a card. And I'm going to start with Crumb Cake, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to stamp kind of a wreath around my wording that's going to be in the center. So I'm using Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to be stamping this kind of in the 4 corners. And when you're stamping, whatever's easiest, moving your stamp around or even moving your cardstock. I'm going to add some flowers. And what do you call flowers that are BFFs? Buds, of course. So I'm going to do some happy flowers on here. And then I'm going to use some Melon Mambo and do some dots, kind of fill in that space and give it a pop of color. I'm going to add that to my card front, which is Melon Mambo. And when I've pre-scored this, there's a mountain on this side, a valley on this side and a mountain on this side. So to get the cleanest fold, I'm actually going to put the mountain in the middle. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to get a nice crease. And I'm going to use my snail adhesive to put this onto the front of my card. Now, in order to do the wording, I've already pre-die cut out using my layering ovals, Whisper White, as well as some Melon Mambo. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here. Which says, always amazed, but never surprised by your thoughtfulness. I'm going to adhere that onto my layering piece. And I've already put dimensionals on the back. If you ever have problems getting the dimensional paper off, if you just use your nail, you can puckers up so you can grab it a little easier. And before I put that on, I'm going to actually add some ribbon. This is our denim ribbon, which I absolutely love. It is neutral. You can use it with just about anything. And I'm going to use my paper snips to cut this. And I've actually added a piece of ribbon to my paper snips so I know which one to use with my ribbon. It keeps them nice and sharp. All right, so I have my denim ribbon on there and my wording. Also want to add a flower on that, so I'm going to bring out my bloom punch again and my stamp, as well as this is a Melon Mambo flower on Melon Mambo cardstock, which you can see. And in order to punch that out, I am flipping my punch upside down so you can see where to punch that out. Now I'm going to add a rhinestone onto here, and this is where my Take a Pick tool is fantastic because I can just pick one up and put it on the center. And then to add a little dimension to my card, I have my flower here. I'm taking the cap on my Take a Pick tool and I'm pushing it down, and so you can see I can get a puckered flower with that. I also want to punch out a leaf. This is our leaf punch, and it has 3 leaves, but I only want 2. So I'm going to take my cardstock, and because I'm using it upside down, I can see exactly what I'm going to punch out so that I don't have 3 leaves. Of course, you can punch the whole thing out and then trim it to the desired size. And to add this, I'm going to use our mini glue dots. And of course, I'm going to take my project and push it straight onto the glue dot, because if you don't, then it becomes a snot dot and you're trying to flick it off. Same with my flower. I'm going to pick up a glue dot and put it on top. And here is our card that is made just for the right person. Please check out my website and subscribe to my channel for quick videos on how you could be a Keener inker too.